my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Now, beautiful and glowing skin is an indication of good health, which is why skincare should be a priority when thinking about your family's well-being. We have Zuraida Jardine back in studio with us this morning, and she's going to be sharing a little bit about her family's skincare tips. Zuraida, so good to have you.
Thank you.
Back
And you've
again.
got beautiful skin.
Thank you, thank you. Well, you know, we have people that make sure that we look, you know, a little less shiny in the morning.
Takes a village.
Now, the last time you were here, we talked about skin, we talked about different skin types and, of course, the needs that they have. And then you also shared with us, you know, that your husband and your son also struggle with eczema as well. Do you want to tell us how that's going?
As you may or may not know, Josh and I have very different skin types. I've got very much a olive skin type, and he's very, very fair-skinned. Our kids obviously have a mixture of both. My son started developing eczema last year. In fact, this year rather, when he started school for the first time in his life. Yeah. Josh has been struggling with eczema for most of his life, and it kind of like flares up when he's in pre-production of a show. And I think that often kind of like comes up when you're going through a lot of stress. And I think with my son starting school this year, it flared up for him, which was kind of heartbreaking for me to see like all these patches of eczema on his arm. But he's doing fine right now.
That's good, that's good. Has it got something to do with the fact that you've incorporated Dermikelp into your daily skincare routine?
Without a doubt, without a doubt. So for me, what was paramount for me was that I did not want to use a product with cortisone in, especially for my little boy. And what I love about this product is that it's cortisone free and it's locally made. So it's also proudly South African, which I absolutely appreciate.
Now, I know you say it flared up this year, or it's very difficult for a young one to understand what eczema is all about. How did you kind of incorporate this into his daily routine as a young one?
So clearly it was quite embarrassing for him because it was, you know, it wasn't like hidden under clothing. It was like on his arms, and in the summer it's obviously something that you can see. So that was quite embarrassing for him, and he became aware of that. The fact that his father has it too was kind of like, was reassuring for him that he was sharing this condition with someone else. But the really nice thing about the itch relief cream, which because he was itching a hell of a lot, and when you itch a lot, you tend to scratch and it gets worse. The itch relief cream relieved that almost instantaneously with both Josh and Shia. So it's been a very I like to use the word organic because it has been an organic process, getting the product and then using it on my family.
That's wonderful. I think unless you have it, you really won't know what the challenges are that go into having eczema. But we also know that summer is here. And with summer comes a whole lot of challenges on its own. What are your plans in terms of making sure that you take care of your family's skincare routine? And which Dermikelp product are you going to have in your summer bag?
So what I will tell you is that last year, this time, both my kids got sunstroke.
Wow.
And that's because I was not a good enough mom.
Oh, no.
I did not use any aftercare on their skin. So what I will be using this year, especially with kids, because they don't, you know, when it comes to the sun, a spray is always nice to use. Dermikelp has this product which is called the After Sun Spray, which is really nice to use once the kids or even adults have been in the sun for a really long time. It's moisturizing, it relieves any sunburn, and that's definitely my product for the season. It's a must-have in any parent's bag.
I love that. So we now know that you have going to be having the After Sun spray. I love that there's something in there for everyone.
Absolutely. That's the great thing about this product. Last week, for example, I was playing with my kids on the grass and a bee stung me. And I went to go and get my itch relief cream, and it was gone immediately. So it's one of those products that kind of like transitions beautifully for the whole family.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for being here, Zuraida, and of course for sharing with us everything that's happening with the fam. We're so happy to hear that they're doing well.
Thanks, Leanne.
Well, Dermikelp offers your family a cortisone